Fairy World.
The Doctor Fairy. Deep inside the Whispering Woods, there lived a fairy named Seraphina. Unlike other fairies who loved dancing, singing, or painting the sky with colors, Seraphina had a different gift. She healed the sick. Her wings shimmered silver blue, and wherever she flew, the scent of lavender filled the air. But many creatures were afraid to approach her, thinking healing came with a price. Seraphina, however, had only one wish: to bring comfort to anyone in pain, no matter how small or great. She kept a secret satchel full of glowing herbs, crystal powders, and golden thread to mend broken wings, paws, or even hearts. Each night, she whispered to the stars, "Let me be a light in darkness," and so, the animals of the forest called her the Doctor Fairy. One misty morning, Seraphina heard the cry of a sparrow. She followed the sound and found a tiny bird with a broken wing. The poor creature trembled, unable to fly. "Do not fear," Seraphina whispered, brushing its feathers gently. She sprinkled golden powder on the sparrow's wing, humming a soft melody of healing. Slowly, the bones straightened, and the feathers glowed brighter. Within moments, the sparrow flapped its wings and chirped joyfully. The forest echoed with its song, "Thank you, Doctor Fairy." It cried before soaring high above the treetops. Watching it disappear into the sky, Seraphina smiled. She didn't need praise. Her reward was the happiness of those she helped. Yet, in the shadows, a dark raven observed her carefully, muttering, "Such power should not be wasted on the weak," flapped its wings and chirped joyfully. The forest echoed with its song, "Thank you, Doctor Fairy." It cried before soaring high above the treetops. Watching it disappear into the sky, Seraphina smiled. She didn't need praise. Her reward was the happiness of those she helped. Yet, in the shadows, a dark raven observed her carefully, muttering, "Such power should not be wasted on the weak." Beyond the forest, there was a small village where people spoke of fairies but had never seen one. One evening, a little girl named Alara wandered into the woods, sobbing quietly. Her mother was ill, and no doctor in the village could help. Hearing her cries, Seraphina flew closer and perched on a branch above her. "Why do you weep, child?" she asked softly. Alara looked up, eyes wide. "You're real," she gasped, with trembling words.
Healed a human before, but kindness knew no boundaries. "Take me to her," Seraphina said. "I will try." Alara nodded, hope flickering in her eyes for the first time in weeks.
Healed a human before, but kindness knew no boundaries. "Take me to her," Seraphina said. "I will try." Alara nodded, hope flickering in her eyes for the first time in weeks. Alara led Seraphina to her village. The people gasped when they saw the fairy, some bowing in awe, others whispering with fear. "A witch," shouted an old man. "No," cried Alara, "she came to help." Seraphina floated gracefully, her wings shimmering in the firelight. She ignored the suspicious glances and followed Alara into a small cottage. Inside, Alara's mother lay pale and weak, coughing faintly. Seraphina touched her forehead and closed her eyes, feeling the sickness like a heavy fog. She mixed glowing herbs from her satchel, crushed them with crystal dust, and placed the mixture on the woman's chest. As Seraphina whispered her healing song, warmth spread through the room. Slowly, color returned to the mother's face. The villagers, peering through the window, gasped in disbelief. The next morning, Alara's mother awoke with strength in her voice and brightness in her eyes. Tears of joy streamed down Alara's cheeks as she hugged her mother tightly. "You saved her," she cried to Seraphina. The villagers gathered around, now full of wonder. The same old man who had doubted whispered, "Perhaps she is no witch, but a blessing." Seraphina only smiled. "Healing is not mine alone," she explained. "It belongs to nature, to love, and to the courage to hope." She left behind a small vial of crystal dust for the village, so they might continue healing minor wounds themselves. As she prepared to return to the forest, Alara ran after her. "Please don't leave us forever," the child pleaded. Seraphina touched her cheek gently. "When you truly need me, call upon the stars." But not everyone was happy with Seraphine's kindness. The raven that had been watching her grew envious. Why should she be praised for giving her gifts freely? Power should command respect and fear. The raven flew to a dark cave where shadows gathered. Whispering spells he had stolen, he brewed a curse to spread sickness across the forest. Soon, animals grew weak, trees withered, and even the river slowed to a murky trickle. The once lively forest groaned under the weight of illness. From afar, Seraphina sensed the change. Her heart burned with sorrow, but she knew this was not natural. Someone had twisted the balance. "I must face this darkness," she whispered, wings glowing brighter in defiance. As Seraphina entered the whispering woods, the sight broke her heart. Deer lay weak by the riverbank, birds struggled to sing, and flowers drooped with sorrow. Even the ancient oak trees moaned as their leaves turned gray. The animals crawled toward her, pleading for help. "Do not despair," Seraphina said softly. She scattered her healing dust, but it was not enough. The sickness spread faster than she could heal. She realized the curse was woven deep into the forest's heart. Only by confronting its source could she restore balance. Gathering her courage, Seraphina followed the trail of dark feathers that led deeper into the shadows. In the center of the forest, Seraphina found the raven perched atop a stone altar, surrounded by swirling shadows. "Why do you harm the innocent?" she demanded. The raven cackled. "Because fear makes me powerful. You give, I take. That is the true order." Spreading her wings wide, Seraphina released a wave of silver light. The raven shrieked and sent shadows crashing against her. Light and darkness clashed, shaking the earth. Seraphine's strength wavered, but she remembered the sparrow, Alara, the mother, and all those who had trusted her. "I am not alone," she whispered, and her light grew brighter, fueled by love and hope. The raven cried out as the shadows dissolved into nothingness. Thanks for watching.